Hi guys, Ivan and Susan here again from Vloggers on the Loose. There's only 677 people over here according to the 2021 census. It is quite a newish sort of suburb. It's built over 3.2 square kilometres and we are 20.5 kilometres from the CBD. We're in a new sort of suburb called Bushmead. Have you heard of Bushmead? Not bad out here, but it is stuck right out in the bush, guys. It really is, in the sticks. So there's a nice park over here. Big play area there for kids. A lot of trees in the park. And there's a lot of bush on the side here. That's probably why it's called Bushmead. There's bush everywhere. So I got a feeling there's probably more than 677 people out here now, but that was according to the 2021 census. So we'll take a bit of a walk around Bushmead and show you guys around. These are all new trees over here they've planted. A few of them are dying by the looks of it. So they love planting trees over here. To my right also, have a look at all those trees they're planting there, just in the bush. Interesting suburb, guys, because you will be surprised at the median house price out here. Just observe these houses, they're not that big. So Bushmead is a southeastern suburb of Perth, which is located in the local government area of the city of Swan. So guys, the name Bushmead is from mapping of the area in 1893, with title deeds showing Bushmead as part of the Woodbridge estate. So this used to be part of the Woodbridge estate years ago. The land had previously been owned by the Department of Defence after it was acquired in 1915. So apparently, guys, it was an important location on the Upper Darling Range Railway, being south of the... Look at that aeroplane, guys. Planes go quite low over here because we're not too far from the airport. It was an important location on the Upper Darling Range Railway, being south of the end of the Midland Railway Yards complex and associated sidings and infrastructure. And it was also the beginning of the climb on the Kalamunda zigzag. So there you go, quite an involved little bit there. So what do you guys think of Bushmead so far? I know we're only early into the piece here. It's all new, as you can see. The houses aren't massive. They're not bad, they're not massive. And we are stuck in the middle of nowhere out here. So this suburb was only established in 2017. So yeah, very new. And all these tall trees over here, you would think would have been there already. Have a look at them. From what I can gather, guys, all the gardens are kept fairly neat over here. It'd have to be for the median house price, I tell you. It's pretty high out here. So guys, the suburb is situated on the site of the former Bushmead rifle range. So the developer out here is Cedar Woods. And I don't know if there's a typo, guys, but Cedar Woods bought all the land over here for $6.59 per square metre in 2010 from the Department of Defence. So was that some sort of sweetheart deal going on? I don't know. $6.59 per square metre. That was only in 2010. So they Cedar Woods are the ones laughing all the way to the bank by the sounds of things. There's a beautiful park over here. Some nice parks out here. And you got these like townhouses over there. Have a look at that. I don't know why they group them so like that, because there's plenty of land out here. Unless that's what they call affordable housing. These trees would have already been here, guys. These big mature trees. Quite a few bird life around also. And you can hear another aeroplane up there, I think. So yeah, the planes are quite low over here. Have a look at this. Just to give you an idea, guys, that's how low they are. Like I said, we are very close to the airport out here. So if you don't like aeroplane noise, Bushmead might not be the suburb for you. So what I might do now, guys, is take you to a different part of Bushmead and show you around there. See you there shortly. It's a different part of Bushmead here, guys, and the parks are still kept very well over here. Look at this. There's a nice park over here, and you can still hear the aeroplanes. And this part of Bushmead over here gives you beautiful city views. Now you need to pick your block properly, and there's probably not a lot of blocks left for these city views. There's a lot of blocks over here. There's another area that they're actually developing. There's a lot of land out here in Bushmead. A lot of vacant land. Guys, that's the city over there. Don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it looks absolutely fantastic. And there's a block right over there. Don't know if it's for sale. That'll get you fantastic city views if you build yourself a double story on that. It'll really be fantastic views from there, especially at night time when all those lights are on all those buildings. So guys, at the moment, there's only about 4 parks in Bushmead, but I think I might have counted more. But on the map it shows, on Google Maps it shows about 4 parks. So there's also 460 acres of conservation bushland here, which will remain like that apparently, to protect a lot of the wildlife that's natural habitat is in that bushland. mainly the bandicoot. Just notice there's a house for lease over there down that side street. Interesting. We can see with the naked eye, we can see the observation tower from the airport, but the camera won't be able to pick it up. So this here is a new area called Bushmead South, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of houses under construction over here. This house here, this pad looks like it's been here for quite a while because the sand's blown all over it and doesn't look too crash hot. So I don't know when the bricks are going to be delivered, but it looks like it's been standing like that for a while. Very, very difficult times in Perth at the moment to build a house. Very difficult times. There are people getting themselves into trouble because they have to rent somewhere, and these builders are taking way too long to build, and they have to start paying their mortgage on their new house plus rent. Very, very difficult times. And there's this is another vacant block here, guys, and it's just some of the views you'll get. Might actually walk on the block, have a bit of a look what's on the other side, what views you'll get from the back of your house. See, if you build a double-story house, say for instance on this block, because the block's behind this one, it's fairly low down over there, so you'll get some nice you might get city views, guys. You might, if it's a double-story house. But look at that, some nice views of the trees. Then to my left over there, that's the Perth Hills over there, and you can see all those houses up in the hills over there. Looks quite spectacular. But all this brickwork over here, all these limestone blocks over here, that's going to be for the retaining walls through here. So they do retain it quite well. That's why you're paying a lot for the blocks over here. Have a look at that, all the retaining walls over there. Okay guys, we'll wind this segment up over here of Bushmead, take you to another part now, and we'll see you there shortly. So guys, just to give you an example here of some of the blocks over here and the block sizes. For instance, there's a 180 square metre block, which isn't very big, and that's going for 235,000 Australian dollars. And then you've got one that's quite largish for today's standards, a 539 square metre block, and that's going for 525,000 Australian dollars. Then you've got another one here, that's 507 square metres only. Must be on a good street with good views and stuff, because that one's going for 530,000 Australian dollars. So that's just some examples of, if you're thinking of moving out this way to Bushmead, on the pricing of blocks and what you should expect to pay out here. I'm just looking at the sand over here, guys. It's very red sand out here. Must be good for planting things in. And this type of sand's everywhere over here, so looks pretty good. At least you haven't got that pure white sand with no nutrients in it. This should give you some sort of nutrients. Okay, we'll take you to a different part of Bushmead now, guys, and we'll show you around. See you there shortly. So guys, just in a different part of Bushmead again. For a suburb only built on 3.2 kilometres, it seems square kilometres, it seems quite big. So I was wrong about the parks, guys. There's much more than 4 parks out here. Obviously, new suburbs very hard to find these things on Google Maps. So there's a lot more than 4 parks out here, and they're not all massive parks. Like this one here looks okay, pretty good park. There's no schools out here, or not that we've seen any, but there are schools in the neighbouring suburbs of Alina Valley and Maida Vale. And the closest shopping centre is in Elena Valley, called Elena Valley Shopping Centre. There's also no doctor's surgeries out here. As you can see, it's a fairly new suburb. However, there are doctor's surgeries in Elena Valley and High Wycombe. So that just sort of gives you a general idea of where we are. And there's a lot in Midland also. Talking about Midland, all those who keep knocking Midland, well, this suburb's right behind Midland. So you will be mixing with all those people in Midland if you want to do major shopping, because that's where all the major shopping is, in Midland. But if you just want to do local shopping, Elena Valley Wycombe will be the places to go to. So guys, the closest major hospital, we're getting back to Midland, is the St John of God Hospital in Midland, which is both a public and a private hospital. And there's no train stations in Bushmead, but the closest station is in High Wycombe, and that's on the airport line. And the other one that takes you into the city is our good friend Midland. So Midland comes into it quite a bit. So this looks fairly new down here, guys, all these houses. They look very nice, actually. The blocks aren't that big. You know, the biggest block you'll find probably about the 600 square metre mark if you're lucky. There's a very modern house over there on my left, still under construction. Have a look at that. Looks pretty good. Now, I haven't found a bad garden yet, guys. So everyone here seems to be looking after their gardens, which is good, because in a lot of new suburbs, they don't really look after their gardens. So they move into the house and they find out all the bills come at once. But out this way, they're all looking after their gardens. Now, we've also noticed there's a hell of a lot of vacant land around still. So there will be room for future shopping centres out here, I'd say. And maybe even a future school. Look at this. This is done quite nice here, this garden. It's got all sorts of sculptures in there of birds and hedgehogs and all sorts of stuff. Another aeroplane going overhead. Sounds like a light plane. And here's all this red sand again, guys, that I spoke about before. It's everywhere on every block. So if you have some sort of a windstorm going over here, or sandstorm, it'll blow into your house. Now, another interesting fact, guys, if you do decide to buy a block out here, there will be a BAL rating on these blocks for sure, which is BAL, Bushfire Attack Level. So be aware, your house will cost you a little bit more to build because of all the different rules and regulations you have to adhere to. So what are we doing now, guys? we're taking you up to the only house for sale, because this is the road here where all the display homes are, as you can see. Have a look at that. All the display homes are on this road over here. But there's a house for sale. One of these display homes is for sale, and this is it here. It's built by Red Ink Homes, quite a reputable builder here in Perth. They've been around for a long time. There's the plan of the house, and this house is actually for sale, guys. The display home. So you usually get these houses the way they are inside. And you won't get the furniture. You can negotiate a furniture price. Some of the builders allow you to buy it, but generally you don't get the furniture. But everything else in the house you get: curtains, floor coverings, everything that's in there. So this one's for sale, and it's number 12 Rottnest Street in Bushmead. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage. The total house area, that includes your garage and everything, is 273 square metres. It's built on a decent sized block for these days, 517 square metre block. And guys, have a look at the house. It's not that wide, because there's quite a wide gate over there on the side. Have a look at that gate. It's quite wide, the part of the fence and the gate, so they could have spread the house out a bit more to give you a bit more bang for your buck. Because when I tell you the price, you're gonna swear at me, or you might. They're asking from 1,285,000 Australian dollars for that display home. What do you guys think? We can't take you in there because it's not open yet. I think on a Sunday, we're filming on a Sunday, and they usually open about 1 o'clock, I think, or 2 o'clock on a Sunday. Been a long time since I went into a display home. So guys, what do you think of that display home? Leave some comments for us. Leave some comments on the whole of Bushmead, for that matter. Here's another little park here. There's parks everywhere. What am I doing now, guys? Coming to the end of the video, so we'll give you guys the median house price over here in Bushmead. And you're probably going to swear at me again. The median house price over here in Bushmead is a whopping 970,000 Australian dollars. Bear in mind, it's just behind Midland. For all our fans of Midland out there, it's just behind Midland. There's no data available for unit prices, because there's not many units out here. The median land price, guys, is 415,000 Australian dollars. And that there is the sales office talking about land for the land, just there. So I might wrap it up over here. That's the end of our video, guys, on Bushmead in Perth, Western Australia. Let us know what you thought of the suburb. Not a bad suburb. If you can pick up a block with those city views, it'd be nice. Build yourself a nice double-story house, guys. Beautiful views. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. Look at this, they've even got a nice rainwater tank here to water all the gardens. Guys, don't forget to give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And subscribing to our videos, or every video on YouTube, is free of charge, doesn't cost you a thing, just helps the channel, the individual channel. So hopefully you will just get those little fingers moving and subscribe to our channel. We would appreciate it. Get your grandkids to do it, get the babies to do it. They're probably smarter than you these days. Get anyone to do it if you can't. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in the next one.